In a world filled with noise, chaos, and endless distraction, one question quietly echoes through the hearts of those who seek peace. How can I live better, not just survive, but live with virtue, clarity, and unshakable calm? The Stoics, ancient warriors of the mind, faced exile, poverty, war, and death. Yet they walked with unbreakable resolve. Their wisdom wasn't for monks or mystics. It was built for the battlefield of daily life, and it still works today. In this video, we dive deep into 10 timeless Stoic principles, not theories, but tools to help you rise above chaos, master your emotions, and build a life of meaning, strength, and serenity. If you're ready to stop being tossed around by circumstances and start living like a philosopher warrior, this is where your path begins. Take a breath, clear your mind. Let's begin the journey.
Principle 1. Master your inner citadel. The dichotomy of control. This is the foundation of all Stoic practice. The universe is divided into two parts, that which is within our control and that which is not. Our control is limited to our own thoughts, judgments, and actions, our inner world. Everything else, our health, wealth, reputation, the actions of others, the past, the future, is external and ultimately beyond our direct command. The wisdom, as Epictetus taught, the chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Modern application. You are stuck in a traffic jam. You can rage, honk, and curse the other drivers, focusing on what you cannot control, which only creates stress and misery. Or you can accept the situation as external and choose your response. Listen to a podcast, practice mindful breathing, or simply enjoy a moment of stillness. You received a critical email from your boss. You cannot control their opinion, but you can control your response, how you interpret it, whether you learn from it, and the professionalism of your reply. Practice. Throughout your day, ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, practice letting it go. If the answer is yes, focus all your energy there. Principle 2. Virtue is the only true good. Living with arete. Many things are preferred: health, a good job, loving relationships, but they are not intrinsically good. The only true good, the only thing that can never be corrupted or taken from you, is a virtuous character, arete. This is expressed through the 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, the ability to navigate life with logic, reason, and clarity; justice, treating others with fairness and kindness, understanding our duty to the human community; courage, facing challenges, pain, and fear with moral and physical bravery; temperance, practicing self-control, moderation, and balance in all things; the wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you find anything in human life better than justice, truth, self-control, courage, then turn to it with all your heart." He never found anything.
Modern application. When facing a decision, Don't ask, what will make me happiest, or what will get me the most recognition? Ask, what is the most virtuous thing to do? Should you tell a difficult truth? Justice, courage. Should you resist that extra drink or mindless online purchase? Temperance. Should you take a moment to think before reacting to an insult? Wisdom. Practice. Frame your daily choices around the 4 virtues. Aim to be a little wiser, more just, more courageous, and more temperate today than you were yesterday. Principle 3. See things as they are. The discipline of assent. It is not events that disturb us, but our judgments about them. The Stoics understood that we add a second layer to reality, our opinion, our story, our emotional reaction. A job loss is not inherently a catastrophe. It is a job loss. Our interpretation makes it a catastrophe. The discipline is to see the raw event stripped of our subjective and often negative narrative. The wisdom. Remember that it is not he who reviles you or strikes you who insults you, but your opinion that these things are insulting. Epictetus. Modern application. Someone cuts you off in traffic. The objective fact. A car changed lanes in front of you. Your added judgment. That jerk did it on purpose to disrespect me. My day is ruined. Practice separating the two. Acknowledge the fact. The car cut you off, and stop there. Withhold assent to the destructive story. You will find your anger dissolves. Practice. When you feel a strong negative emotion, pause. Verbally separate the objective event from your judgment about it. My friend canceled our plans is a fact. This means they don't value me is a judgment. Challenge that judgment. Principle 4. The obstacle is the way, turning hardship into fuel. The Stoic does not pray for an easy life, but for the strength to endure a difficult one. Every obstacle, every setback, every frustration is not a barrier to the path, but is itself part of the path. It is an opportunity to practice virtue, patience in frustration, courage in fear, resilience in failure, and creativity in constraint. The wisdom. As Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Modern application. Your project at work fails. This is not the end. It is an opportunity to practice humility, to learn from your mistakes, wisdom, to take responsibility, justice, and to persevere, courage. A difficult relationship is not just a burden. It is a chance to practice patience, empathy, and clear communication. Practice. When you encounter a problem, mentally reframe it. Instead of saying, "This is terrible," ask, "What virtue can I practice here? How can this make me better?" Principle 5. Remember you will die. Memento mori. This is not a morbid obsession, but a tool for radical clarity. The constant, quiet awareness of our own mortality strips away the trivial. It forces us to prioritize what truly matters. Knowing our time is finite, we are less likely to waste it on petty arguments, meaningless distractions, or the pursuit of vanity. It infuses every moment with potential and purpose. The wisdom. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live,
but that we waste a lot of it. You are living as if destined to live forever. Your own frailty never occurs to you. Modern application. Before you get lost in an endless social media scroll, ask, is this a worthy use of a minute of my non-renewable life? When you hesitate to apologize or to tell someone you love them, remember that the opportunity is not guaranteed to be there tomorrow. Memento mori is the ultimate antidote to procrastination and pettiness. Practice. Place a small reminder, a skull icon on your phone, a coin in your pocket, a simple note where you will see it daily. Let it prompt the question, am I living fully and virtuously right now?
Principle 6. Take the view from above, gaining cosmic perspective. This is a meditative exercise where you visualize yourself rising above your current situation. You see your house, your city, your country, the earth as a small blue marble, and finally, the vast silent expanse of the cosmos. From this vantage point, your personal anxieties, ego-driven conflicts, and worldly concerns shrink to their true, insignificant size. It fosters humility and connection to the whole. The wisdom. Think of the whole universe of matter and how small your share. Think of the whole of time and how brief and fleeting your part of it. Think of destiny and how small a part you play. Marcus Aurelius. Modern application. Feeling overwhelmed by work stress or a personal conflict? Take 5 minutes. Close your eyes. Imagine floating upwards. Watch your problems shrink. See yourself as one human among billions on a planet moving through an infinite universe. This doesn't dismiss your problems, but it puts them in a proper, manageable context. Practice. Practice this visualization whenever you feel overwhelmed, self-important, or lost in the weeds of a problem. Principle 7. Love your fate, amor fati. This is perhaps the most powerful and challenging Stoic principle. It moves beyond merely accepting what happens to loving it. It is the belief that everything that occurs, the good and the bad, is part of the grand, rational order of the universe, logos. To wish for anything to be different is to wish for the whole of reality to be different. Instead, we embrace every moment as necessary and an opportunity for our growth. The wisdom. Friedrich Nietzsche, a great admirer of the Stoics, coined the phrase amor fati. My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. Not merely bear what is necessary, but love it. Modern application. You are diagnosed with a chronic illness. The typical response is resistance and bitterness. The Stoic path is to first accept it, Principle 1, then see how it can be used, Principle 4, and finally to embrace it as your unique path. This illness, this specific challenge, is now part of the fabric of your life. It will teach you things you could learn no other way. You don't just endure it, you love the person it forges you into. Practice. When something happens that you cannot change, say to yourself, this is what was meant to be. I will not just accept it, I will embrace it. Amor fati. Principle 8. Serve the human community. Sympatia. Stoicism is not a self-centered philosophy of withdrawal. We are not islands. The Stoics believed we are all fragments of a single universal whole, connected by our shared capacity for reason. Our personal virtue is incomplete if it does not manifest as a duty to our fellow human beings. We are born for cooperation, not conflict. The wisdom. What is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bee. Marcus Aurelius. Modern application. This principle calls you to be a good citizen, a good neighbor, a good colleague, and a good family member. It means seeing past tribal lines of politics, nationality, and status. It asks you to act with kindness, patience, and fairness, even to those with whom you disagree. Your work, whatever it is, can be a form of service to the whole. Practice. Ask yourself each day, how can I help someone today? How can my actions contribute to the common good? Look for opportunities to be of service, no matter how small. Principle 9. Premeditate adversity. Premeditatio malorum. A calm sea does not make a skilled sailor. This is the practice of negative visualization, periodically and calmly contemplating the things that could go wrong. You could lose your job, your health could fail, a loved one could pass away. The goal is not to create anxiety, but to inoculate yourself against it. By visiting these scenarios in your mind, you rob them of their power to shock and destabilize you. You appreciate what you have more deeply and prepare yourself to act virtuously should they come to pass. The wisdom, as Seneca advised, what is quite unlooked for is more crushing in its effect, and unexpectedness adds to the weight of a disaster. Rehearse them in your mind. Exile, torture, war, shipwreck. Modern application. Before an important presentation, don't just visualize success. Briefly consider what you would do if the projector failed, if you forgot your lines, or if you got a hostile question. By having a plan, you reduce fear and increase your resilience. In your personal life, reflecting on the potential loss of what you cherish makes you more grateful for it in the present. Practice. For a few minutes each morning, consider the challenges the day may hold. Think about what could go wrong in your life. Don't dwell, but ask, how would I use the Stoic virtues to handle this? Then return to the present with gratitude and preparedness. Principle 10. Reflect and review. The philosophical diary. A philosophy is useless unless it is lived. The final principle brings it all together through consistent self-reflection. At the end of each day, take a few moments to review your actions, just as a craftsman inspects their work. This is not about harsh self-judgment, but about honest and constructive assessment. The wisdom. This practice was recommended by Seneca, who learned it from his own teacher. When the light has been removed and my wife has fallen silent, I examine my entire day and go back over what I've done and said, hiding nothing from myself, passing nothing by. Modern application. Keep a journal. Before bed, ask yourself 3 questions. What did I do well today, according to my principles? Where did I fall short? What could I have done better? What challenges did I face, and how can I prepare to handle them better tomorrow? Practice. Make this evening review a non-negotiable ritual. It is your private dojo where you train to become a better Stoic and a better human being, one day at a time.
These 10 principles aren't just ancient philosophy, they're a compass for modern life. When you choose to live with virtue, when you focus only on what you can control, and when you meet adversity with courage and calm, you become unshakable. This journey isn't about perfection, it's about daily practice, about becoming a little wiser, a little stronger, and a little more at peace with each passing day. So ask yourself, which principle will you start practicing today?
If this spoke to you, subscribe for more timeless wisdom and share this with someone who needs it. Until next time, stay grounded, stay strong, and live with purpose.